Welcome to Focus Washington. I'm Chuck Conconi, and my guest here today is Bill Press, nationally syndicated radio talk show host. Bill, thank you for being with me.
Hey, Chuck. Welcome to the studio. Good to see you. Yeah.
Now, this is the night after the third big debate. Now, obviously, you've been all morning talking to people from all around the country. What's the consensus on how the debate went?
Well, you got to understand, our listeners are mostly Obama supporters, and they were very excited last night about the debate. Think that Obama clearly won the third out of three of the debates. But you know what else? Everybody's really, stuck with John McCain. His performance last night, I mean, it was so erratic. I mean, it looked like, particularly because there was a split screen, this was a lot of people were talking about, and you could see his reactions. It looked like he was on drugs, and everybody's like, what was wrong with the guy? He kept flicking his tongue, rolling his eyes, nodding his head. I mean, he was so herky-jerky in his movements, while Barack Obama was calm, he was cool, he was collected, he spoke to the issues, he didn't get rattled, and he looked presidential.
Except a lot of people are saying that, particularly the experts, the talking heads, that McCain was better because he was so confrontational.
He was better than he was in the first two debates because he was awake. But I think he threw so much mud that, and none of it stuck to Obama. I mean, he was obviously trying to rattle Obama. He knew this was the last chance he had to turn this campaign around and to shake it up. And so he thinks, well, what's going to happen? What's going to work? Bill Ayers, we'll try that. Acorn, we'll try that. Joe the Plumber, we'll try that. I mean, you want to kill newborn babies? We'll try that. I mean, everything. By the end, he had no mud left in his bucket, and he was just sitting there, without anything else to say.
Well, wasn't Joe the Plumber a rather clever ploy, though?
I think Joe the Plumber was a phony plant. I really do, and a lot of our listeners do too. I mean, they were pointing out, first of all, there's no listing of this guy, Joe the Plumber, among licensed plumbers in Toledo. Nobody can find the name of his business anywhere. He's suddenly unknown 3 days ago, and suddenly he's on Fox News. He pops up on all the networks. He's giving radio interviews all over the place. He's even writing blogs for conservative blogs, attacks Obama for wanting to redistribute the wealth, which is the same phrase that John McCain used in the debate last night. I think he's paid lock, stock, and barrel by the McCain campaign.
But that's effective, isn't it, especially for the base, the Republican base?
No, it's not if the guy's proven to be a phony. No, I just think, and plus, you know what, a lot of people are saying, listen, you know what? If you're lucky enough to make over $250,000 a year, I mean, damn right you ought to pay. We had callers this morning, a couple of truck drivers this morning. One was a truck driver, and the other guy, I forget what his job was. Anyhow, both of them made about $55,000 a year. And they said, you know what, Barack Obama is going to give me a tax cut. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for Joe the Plumber, if he is a plumber, Joe the alleged plumber, because he makes $280,000 a year and he's going to pay higher taxes. It's about time he paid higher taxes and I got the tax break.
But doesn't that a good argument that McCain made that this is small businessmen? Are you going to ruin a small businessman?
Well, again, 95% of small businesses make less than $250,000 a year. And the way this works, quick answer. Look, no, I think what John McCain is saying, continuing, again, the Bush tax policies, which is we ought to give tax breaks to the wealthiest Americans, those making over $250,000 a year. And Barack Obama is saying they've had 8 years of tax breaks. Now it's time to give a tax break to the rest of Americans who make less than $250,000 a year. And guess what? That's most Americans. So I think this is just McCain one more time proving he's nothing more than the same as George Bush. And I thought Barack Obama was pretty effective last night making that point.
So it didn't help McCain's campaign in any way. And then as a talk show host like you, did you think Schieffer was the best of the debate moderators?
Oh, first of all, I thought the format was the best. I think, this idea of standing at a podium, stiff and everything is awkward. I thought last night was a very comfortable format, the best of the format. Bob Schieffer, absolutely the best of the three moderators, because he asked really good, tough questions. I loved his question about, hey, you've been throwing all this mud. Are you ready to say it face to face? That was really great. And he kept them on target. He kept them on time. Kept them focused. I thought was really good. I forget the first part of your question, but you may too. But.
I did too. That's not. But the other thing I think, are you care to make any prediction about this race? I mean, from your side.
I want to say about the talk show host. Last night, McCain did do. He did the best that he's done in the three, and it was the liveliest of all the debates. But he needed something to turn this campaign around. It didn't happen last night. He ended up just repeating himself. So did Barack Obama, by the way. Was repeating stuff that they said in the last debate. So the game hasn't changed. And yesterday, before the debate, Barack Obama had enough electoral votes, according to CNN and Real Clear Politics, to win the election. 277 says McCain. Says CNN you need 270. And Real Clear Politics says 286 that Barack Obama has. That was before the debate. Nothing happened last night in that debate to change that at all. So I think we're on the downhill slide. It's just going to be playing out the game. Barack Obama is the next president of the United States.
With that, we'll have to finish this interview.
My
your lips
to God's ears.
To God's ears. This is Chuck Conconi, and this has been Focus Washington.